You say something. We test first.
Okay,
Actually.
hello.
Hello. He think it's very dark, but I don't think so.
Hello.
What you know what to say? Hello everyone. So we are back once again with. It's a little bit delayed, so we are actually now in Taipei already, and we are a few hours away from our race. But yes, we are going to do our Osaka race recap, which happened a month ago. A month ago. So we're going to go through the recap, and then after that, we are also going to go through a little bit of what we plan to do in our upcoming race in a few hours' time here in Taipei.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, we try to go in some form of a structure. Osaka recap, so we'll start from before the race, what our expectation and what we did well, and then ultimately what we hope to carry forward in Taipei lah. So for YK, before the Osaka race, do you have any expectation?
Don't have.
I don't have already.
Because the end of December, we were both away for like a week plus. I was out for almost 10 days.
Oh yeah.
So January it was really going back. Then we were doing base building, not much Hyrox exercises. So going to Osaka, it was more of a see where we are at, see how we'll do kind of race.
So what were we doing actually before that? Like after, I remember our last race was Singapore, I think close to end of November. So from that till maybe say start of January, what were we doing a lot of?
Runs.
Easy
runs.
A lot of easy runs. Volume, basically we picked up quite a fair bit, right? So we were doing actually a lot of volume. We were doing, I think it was, initially we started off with about 7 to 8 hours of endurance work. Basically is excluding all the strength work, about that amount of volume. Then slowly we ramped it up closer to Osaka. It was about 9-10 hours.
9. I think we realized that 10 hours was too much.
Yeah. And what made you think that 10 hours is a little bit too much?
Because we couldn't finish 10 hours in a week. Given our commitment for because we are both still working.
Yeah. It's hard to squeeze in 10 hours. We tried, but it was really hard. So we will talk a little bit more about the training maybe later on. So no expectation. Not it. Okay.
You got expectations, man?
I guess my expectation moving into Osaka is to definitely do better than what we did in Singapore back in July during the Asia Open Championships. We did a 59.05, which was, I would say yes, we bettered our PB, but it wasn't that much better. So moving into this with a little bit more endurance work, about 8 weeks, there was certainly a bit more expectation to do a little bit better lah. In my mind, I was hoping to be able to do like a 56 plus kind of timing.
Okay.
So that was what I was hoping for. In terms of podium wise, do you have any expectation or don't have at all?
Not for Osaka.
Oh wow, yeah. So basically, we just went in. We really treat it like a training race. When we went in, we really just tell ourselves it's just another Saturday, because we do a lot of our only Hyrox specific session on Saturday itself. A lot of runs with sled work. So we plan to take it just like
we were training all the way up to Wednesday. Wednesday night we did intervals.
Yeah.
Then Thursday we fly.
Yeah. So that was the plan, because we didn't want the race to disrupt our training. Ultimately, this is still like the base phase. Our ultimate goal is still the World Championship. So this is definitely still part of it. And we don't want to derail too much from it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's the expectation. Going into the race, do we have a race plan?
Osaka?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we have a race plan, but we kind of know how we're going to split the stations already, like from our past race experience.
So we actually plan to go according to that. And usually how we split it is, since he's the stronger athlete, a more conditioned athlete, he will always end the stations, which is true. He always end the station. I always start the station.
I think we need to review it.
Hey, sure, no. It seems okay. It seems okay.
Okay.
Okay, but did it not feel okay?
No, it was okay.
Yeah, see, it was okay. So everything was good. But yes, we know that entering this, because we have been doing a lot of volume work, and now our intervals at this point in time isn't about going really, really hard like before Singapore. It's more about having a more sustainable kind of pacing. So it is really about feeling good and holding the pace. Moving into it, just before the Osaka race, we were holding about 351, 352 for multiple sets, and finishing the entire interval sessions feeling really good. So we had the confidence that, our run fitness has definitely improved over the weeks. And now it is about putting it together in Osaka. In the open race, the weight is generally much lighter than
Relative to pro weight.
Yeah, relative to pro weight, especially now that we've done a lot of pro work. So the goal was to, we had made a decision to go more consistent, slightly faster on the run than the pro race, while trying to maintain the stations itself. And I think we managed to achieve that this time around. Yeah. Good news is also there wasn't a lot of people blocking us, right?
It has its fair share, but I think it's better than the June race.
What do you think about the fast lane here?
I think generally wise it's okay. Like, people give way to you. Like, even though there are people using it, but if they find that you're faster, they give way to you. So I think that's quite good.
Yeah. So I think generally the run itself has been pretty smooth. Like, even though the course is quite small, we have to run a lot of laps, like hamsters on wheels. But I think generally there wasn't that much blockage, and everything went pretty smoothly. Also, I think one good thing is also we started in a wave whereby we have a lot of pairings that are quite similar to our standards as well.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
You keep seeing them on the runs.
Yes, so we keep seeing them on the runs, and then, we were going back and forth. We've actually helped to push us quite a fair bit. But during the race itself, I think within this group, we noticed that our runs are the one that actually caught up, and then our stations are the one that actually, they will be the one that is catching up. So definitely show that in terms of this current stage of our training, it is somewhat on point, where we were trying to bring up our run fitness a little bit more. Not that saying we are fastest, but we definitely got a little bit better in this area.
Better than we were.
Yeah. So what do you think went well during this race? Because ultimately, I think we did exceed our expectation. We did 55, 54. Right? About that.
Probably.
Yeah. I can't really remember, but it's just a tad below 56. Yeah. So what do you think went well for us in terms of our race execution?
I think transitions. We did transition super well this time around.
Okay.
Yeah, because there wasn't any lag time between us, and we communicated quite well. So I think that's first. The second thing is pacing. Like, we know when we need to slow down at certain point, like let's say after burpees, we kind of slow down a bit at the start. And we know when to hold our pace even though others were faster, like the first few laps. Everyone was like chonging it out, but then we still like kept our pace. So I think these two things were the ones.
And this was also the thing that we agreed that we did not do as well in the Singapore race.
Expo.
The Expo race, whereby we went out a little bit faster. Yes, it was a test, but it showed that after comparing these two, whatever that we felt that was right, being a bit more conservative for the first three stations was the right path moving forward.
No caveat, it wasn't we didn't do well in Expo. You intentionally wanted to go out fast.
Yes, intentionally.
just that we realized we crash and burn.
Yeah. So we wanted to try a faster, a more aggressive style of racing, but I think after these two races, it showed that it didn't suit our way of racing. So we decided that, moving forward, and we'll talk more about that, to stick to this current way of racing, which suits us better. Yeah, and I think it's important to, as a pair, find out how best you race together, because there are many different ways of racing. Finding the best way to race through trial and error is, I feel, as a pair, that will help you to get the most out of each other, and also help to get the 1 + 1 = 3 effect.
Yeah.
Yep, nice. What do you think could we have done better in Osaka?
I think first is understand the racetrack better. Like the burpee where Holland.
So the burpee, basically we weren't as we didn't remember the stations as well as we should have.
I didn't.
Okay, I also don't know the lunges. Yeah, so the burpee because usually when we race, you're very used to the station being in sequential order. So we thought that after the first 3 stations, the burpee will be next to the sled pull station, which is in the middle of the entire rock zone. So, but actually, in actual fact, is immediately in front of the run track.
Yeah.
So what YK did was when he ran past, I had to drag him back. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that is one thing that we have to improve. In fact, for lunges, it's the same. We ran to the lunge place correctly. I picked up the sandbag and I faced the wrong direction, and I was wondering where's the lunge.
Yeah, for a quite long.
Yes.
The judge, you were down there looking at you, thinking what were you doing?
Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. At that point in time, maybe it's race brain. Really, I was like, huh? Where? Then turned out, oh yeah, it's there. Yeah, so things happen. I think we should have studied a little bit better. Yeah. Anything else you think we could have done better, or?
I think we should have prepped for our warm-up better. Like, this is the first race where we reached the start pen, 2 minutes before before our race start. We almost gonna miss our race already.
Yeah, we nearly missed our race. So we only entered the start pen about 2 minutes before the race starts. So it was a rush. When we got in, we squeezed our way to the front. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so that was what happened. Yeah. But other than that, I think
generally wise, I wouldn't have changed a thing. Because even though we said maybe the runs we could have taken a bit faster, but after that, like you were also saying, if we had tried to push a bit more during the runs, maybe let's say our wall ball, we couldn't have done 50-50.
Yep. So on YK's point, prior to this, back in Singapore, we did actually talk about the race itself. We noticed that before actually for the races that we have done best, like even in Beijing, whereby we came in first, after the race, generally we'll feel that we have a little bit more in the tank. And we suspected that maybe we could have pushed a little bit faster. Maybe we could, but the thing is, we also realized that it may have a detrimental effect on the wall balls, like in Singapore. In Singapore, we went out a little bit faster, and then by the wall ball, we weren't able to coordinate.
I would say we emptied our tank.
Yeah,
in
we
Singapore.
emptied our tank.
And by the time we reached the ball, we were
we were just going on empty.
Watch the Singapore recap.
Yeah, watch the Singapore recap. Yes. So this time round, we played it a little bit smarter. Maybe the wall ball is also lighter, but we kept a little bit in the tank. So when we reached the wall ball, we were able to do. I started off. Initially, I thought we would do like maybe 30, 40, then 30 or something like that. But then as I was doing the wall ball, I was like, okay lah, let's just go for 50. So I was just there throwing, and then did 50, then passed to YK, and YK like, huh? You did 50? Then you got no choice, you got to do?
No, even though you know that actually on the wall ball, the person that came in after us was right beside us.
Yeah.
So that was the make or break moment for us. Because if we couldn't have done what we did, we could have lost it at wall ball.
Yeah. So coming in, we know that we have to be on point, for our wall balls. And what it means is, in order to be competitive, I think for this case, just so happened we were in a position to do a large set. And let's say if there's a need to do a second set, we could do it, but we decided to push with going for a huge set for the first person, and the second person do a huge set. Whatever that's remaining, we just finish it. And just so happened that we managed to complete it in 2 big sets. So I guess it worked out. But yes, I think it always helps to have that little bit left in the tank. So ultimately we ended the race with slightly over 3 minutes PB. Very happy. So I think we spoke about it just now also, that probably the volume change is the one that has made us crush our timing by over 3 minutes, right? We feel that during the run, actually, while we're running at the same pace, it didn't feel as bad. Yeah. So
Could be the weight though.
yeah, it could be the weight also, because we are doing open category. Do you think the open category favors? Do you think the pro category? Do you think the open category and the pro category favors different kind of races?
What do you mean?
So because of the difference in the weights that is used, so like the open is using a lighter weight, whereby maybe strength doesn't matter as much versus the professional category.
I think in a way yes. Like if you are stronger in running but not as strong in terms of strength wise, you'll definitely benefit a lot more in the opens.
And because you can flow through it that much faster, right?
Yeah.
Without that much fatigue being accumulated at the strength part of the station, right? So I agree. I think in terms of what we done well for the training that help us improve our time is because we do a lot more volume work, and also because of the fact that it is a bit lighter, the endurance work actually shone through quite a fair bit. So let's say if you are preparing for your opens race, you have a good strength background, focusing a lot more time on the endurance aspect would actually help you to improve your time and give you a greater bang for a buck. Yeah. So yeah, I think that is our race recap for now, for Osaka. Moving into Taipei, which will happen in now is 12. Our race is 5:30. This time round we are doing the professional category. So everything is a lot heavier. What is our goal for today?
Sub 1.
Yeah, sub 1. I agree. We have been chasing sub 1 for a while already. Past 2 races. First race
June.
Yeah, since June, right? No, August.
June. That's the first Chicago race.
Oh yeah.
We said we wanted to go sub 1.
Yeah. So Chicago we did 1:04. Then after that in Beijing in August of last year we did 1 hour and 9 seconds. Then in Singapore we did 1 hour and 25 seconds. All this I can remember.
The exact seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, today the goal is to go under the hour. What would be our race execution this time round? And how is it going to be different from what we did in Osaka?
I think the main difference between now and Osaka is station-wise, because we will change a lot more, especially on things that require strength work, like your sled. So that will be the main thing that will change, I feel. Run-wise, I think we will kind of take it easier versus Osaka at the start, and then we will see where we can go in the second half.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I mean we discussed this.
Just testing whether I remember our race. Heng, I remember.
So that's our race execution. I think the definitely we are going to do a lot more switches. Like when we do our race in Osaka, the sleds were a lot lighter, so we initially could have done half, then we switched to 1/3. Now we are going to start the sled with 1/3 switches. Why 1/3 switches is because across 4 lengths that will be 11 switches or 12 different lengths. The way we race, I always start, he always ends, so that will work just nice. He will finish the last 1/3 of the last length. Sometimes if it's a bit lighter, we'll do half lengths. That only applies so far in the open. That will be 8 different lengths. Even number will usually give you the start person and end person being different. So that's a tip. So those will definitely be doing 1/3. Even the pool will be doing half.
Yeah. Half.
I'll be starting the pools and then YK will be ending the pools. So
but pool, it doesn't make sense for 1/3 if the strength of the 2 races are different. So like you're stronger than me. For pool, the first half is always the tougher part. So if you split 1/3, right? If you think about it, I'll be the one pulling the tougher part. At the second length already.
So that is also one point to note in terms of the sled pull. So sled push and sled pull, they are slightly different strategies, and ultimately you still have to work out what works best for you. In terms of the stations wise, the execution of the lunges will probably is similar, right? We're going to swap similarly
also about 20 there about.
Yeah, so we'll swap every 20 steps, just to preserve the leg. But wall balls will definitely be switching a bit more often.
Farmers carry
as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Farmers carry. The last time round was I'm one round, he's one round. This time round probably we'll split it up a little bit more. Yeah, just to prevent the fatigue from setting in too much. For the wall balls, I think most probably will be 15 to 20 maybe if you feel good.
We will see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But definitely we'll be splitting it into more chunks and faster switches.
Mm-hmm.
Runs wise, we will take it maybe about 3 to 5 seconds per kilometer slower than what we did in the open. Just to at least for the first 3 to 4 runs or so. So then after that we'll see if we can pick up the pace after that. Yeah. We always have for our better pro racers that we run, excluding Singapore, we usually have a pretty even split throughout. Or very little decay. Only in Singapore our decay is a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Though sometimes when we say we want to go a bit faster, right, our risk is always our second half we don't dare to take the pace.
Yeah.
Because usually by the time when you're racing, when you're in it, you will feel tired. Then you don't dare to pick up the race the second half. That's always the risk.
Yes. So we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely do a post review, so do stay tuned for that as well. Which do you think will be the toughest part of today's race? Or where? The sled, right?
Sled. I think sled is the make or break for us, for our pro racers.
Yes.
Remember our Chicago?
Yeah.
When we were training for Chicago.
Yeah. I always remember that race. The part where I pulled that and fall down. I'm very scared of that happening today as well. I hope it goes well. Once we pass the sled pull, generally it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. The first time we were training for our pro race.
Oh yeah.
In Sprouts Hub. We ran into the sled push. We hit a wall.
Yeah. After we push the sled didn't move when we first started training with pro race. So that has always been a concern. We have been working with sleds twice a week, but we haven't really placed a huge emphasis on moving the sleds really fast. It's more about being able to move the sleds comfortably. So we'll see where we are at for today's race, and then we'll make the tweaks accordingly. This race will also mark the end of 12 weeks of base work for us. So it's good to also see where we are
12 weeks?
12 weeks. We started at the start of December.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Time flies.
Yeah. So it's good to see where we are at with the pro race as well. And once again, we are entering this race without a taper. Not every race needs to be a taper. So like he say, this is a sort of just another training run. Yeah. And we'll see.
Time trial. It's a time trial.
Yeah, it's a time trial.
Just overseas time trial. Expensive time trial.
Expensive. Yes, expensive. So I think that's about it. We will be heading for our lunch soon after this. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
No. Watch out for our wall balls.
Yeah, watch out for our wall balls. Watch out for our wall balls. I mean, our race will be at 5:30.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope to upload this before we go. So we see whether we can or not. Yeah. If not, we will catch you soon. See you.
Bye-bye.